Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a little refresher on sharing your Google Calendar. When we rolled out Google Calendar and Gmail a couple of weeks ago, in the initial training I told you that anything that you put on your Google Calendar, your public Google Calendar, that's the one over here on the left hand side, it has your name on it, it's always the first one in the list. Anything that you put on that calendar is public with other members of the Leicester Public School System. If you create any other calendar over here, for example, I created one that's called Personal Calendar, anything that you create will remain private to you, unless, of course, you choose to share that calendar out. So if you haven't already done so, you should create a personal or private calendar. You do that by coming up here to My Calendars, click the little drop-down arrow next to it, choose Create a New Calendar. You can come up here, name that calendar. If you wanted to share this calendar with either the public or specific people, you could come down here and share it with specific people. So let's say that you create a private calendar that you want to share with your husband or wife or other members of the Leicester Public School System, not the entirety of them, but just individual members. You could do that down here. So anything, like we said, that you put on your private personal calendar is private personal to you. You can turn them on and off over here by clicking the little swatch. Same thing with my public calendar. You're not turning them off for people to see. You're simply turning them off for you to see at the moment. If you wanted to add another coworker's calendar, you come down here and you do so. And they will pop up over here under your list. You'll see that they put a different color overlay on top of the screen, and you can turn those on and off as well. Now, when we rolled out Google Calendar and Gmail a few weeks ago, we turned off Google Calendar for all students. We did that so that you guys could have a couple of weeks to get your personal and public calendars in order, just so that you weren't unintentionally sharing something with students that you didn't want to share with them. Starting this week, though, we are opening up Google Calendar to high school students. They are the only ones with Google accounts right now. So starting this week, they would be able to come down and add a teacher's calendar as an overlay on top of their calendar. We're doing this so that teachers can start using Google Calendar to share information and resources with students. So if you wanted to simply have a public calendar that had all of your classes on it and your dates for tests and quizzes and reviews and finals and important project dates, you could do that on top of one calendar. You could also, if you didn't like the way that that looked, create individual calendars for each one of your classes as well too, and then simply share those with your classes. Later on in the month, we're going to be adding Google accounts for middle school students. And starting next year, we are going to add Gmail accounts for high school students. So starting next year, teachers would be able to invite students to meetings or after-school study sessions. And they would get an email saying that their teacher has requested this of you. Hope you're enjoying Gmail. Hope you're enjoying Google Calendar. And most of all, I hope you're enjoying your weekend.